Someone have sent me this news story. Let's react to it.
Neighbors in Lehigh Acres say roofing materials are dumped in the middle of their community of Martineau Circle. It isn't just an eyesore. It could also be what is leaving roofing nails in people's tires. One woman NBC2 talked to.
Why would anyone do that? I actually have seen this in other states with people, instead of taking them to landfill, because it can cost a couple $100. If you broke, desperate times, desperate measures, if a roofer is broke, I guess they might just dump it in the middle of nowhere. I would not understand why, but let's see what's taking place here.
Telling us she found 29 nails in just one of her tires. Tonight, NBC2 Sarah Makowitz is showing you just how large.
Well, first of all, if you are driving and you see a whole bunch of nails and you still decide to drive over it, like, I mean, you can blame people for creating obstacles and dumping stuff, but as a driver, it's your responsibility not to drive over 29 nails in one tire. That just tells me about your driving habits.
This potential tire-killing pile is.
Well, let me show you just how big this pile is. I'm 5'1", and as you can see, it's just about as tall as I am. People I spoke to.
I used to have 3 trailers. I used to dump my own roofs on a landfill, and typical trailer load would be anywhere from 5 to 12,000 pounds, 2-3 tons. It's big piles, heavy and very nasty debris.
Today say nails just like the ones in this pile ended up in their tires.
I just heard crunchiness going, and I'm like, oh my gosh, whatever it is, we're going
What were you
through it.
thinking?
It was so quick.
What do you think is going to happen?
Was driving down Cleveland Avenue in Fort Myers when she says she knew something wasn't right.
Prayed that, let's get through this, and then we'll pull over and see what exactly happened.
That's when she found out 29 roofing nails went straight into her tire.
I couldn't swerve to
I'm surprised the tire is not even flat yet.
the left because of all the construction. I couldn't swerve to the right because there was a car traveling beside me, and I couldn't slam on my brakes because there was cars behind me.
Her boyfriend, Brock Zeski, was riding shotgun and can't believe the nails were just left on the road, popping people's tires.
Angry, very angry, just because I knew it was going to cost some money to get that repaired, and it was somebody else's negligence.
Especially when they had to pay $200 to fix just one tire.
They're not the ones that's paying for it. It's us, the public, that are paying for their.
By the way, the trailer probably cost to dump less than $200. I mean, Florida could be a little bit more, but about the same.
It even startled her son Isaac to hear what happened.
The nails popped in my mom's tire. Like, definitely freaked out.
They're not the only ones who.
I love how a news story is making the story about nails in someone else's tire, but for me, the bigger news is, who the heck dumps a whole bunch of shingles in the middle of the road? That's a crazy one to me.
Who drove down that road and ended up with nails in their tire. Rebecca Smith tells me this nail ended up in her tire, too.
Like 70 plus people that responded to it saying, it happened to me last week, it happened to me 2 days ago, it got all 4 of my tires.
I've reached out to the Fort Myers Police Department and the Lee County Sheriff's Office to find out more about who's responsible for the damages. I'm local in Lehigh Acres, Sarah Makowitz, NBC2.
It can be that hard to trace who actually dumped the shingles in the middle of the road. I mean, we have cameras. Police, are you doing your work at all? I mean, there's got to be some kind of state patrol. I mean, figure it out. Like, this is just, don't tell me that we can now dump a whole bunch of, tons of materials in the middle of the road and we cannot even find who did it. This is an embarrassing story to watch for local authorities, to be honest with you. Comment below what you think.